Hello, my name is Consquilla and I'm the owner of Affordable Styles Hair Salon. A lot of people ask me what made me want to become a hairstylist and what led me to open a salon. So I'll give you a little brief history about myself and take you through my journey. So I started doing hair when I was a little girl. I was about 7 years old and I enjoyed doing my dolls. And I would color them with Kool-Aid and everything. So I would get in trouble, of course, but I didn't care. Their hair was sticky, but I continued. So then when I entered middle school, I was getting really good. So I was doing friends, family, and I would charge little cheap prices, $5 or $10 just to give me something. And I was really good at finger waves in middle school, so people would let me do their finger waves, and I say, bring your own gel. And I would charge $10 to $15. Then when I got in high school, I was really good. It was so good to the point where it looked like a professional. So I became an assistant at a salon when I was 15, and then she started letting me do hair. And I also was doing hair at home as well. So I had the hustle going on in the salon, and I was at home doing the same thing, at home. So I would do friends' hair, everybody at school. I lived in a town that was small, Farmville, Virginia, so a lot of people came to me to get their hair done. And I would go to Baltimore every summer to visit my family. I had a cousin who did hair. Well, I had two cousins that did hair really well. I would watch them, and then I would come back home to Virginia and do what I learned in Baltimore. And everybody's like, oh, bring me those Baltimore styles. So that's how I got real popular in my town. Then when I was 16, I started an internship, or more like an apprenticeship. So I would have to go to class on Tuesday nights for my apprenticeship. Make a long story short, as I graduated from high school, I had some difficulties going on, so I couldn't finish the apprenticeship. I was pregnant with my son in 12th grade, and then he was born premature. I had a high-risk pregnancy. I had him at 7 months. I was 6 months pregnant. So I had a lot of challenges, and I just couldn't figure out which way I wanted my life to go. So for about a year or two, I really didn't have a direction. So then I moved to Baltimore when he was a baby because he was really sick, and I needed to find better health care for him and better doctors because my small town really didn't have anything. So when I got to Baltimore, I attempted hair school the first time. With everything that was going on with him, it was hard for me to go. I dropped out. Then I said, okay, I'm going to nail school. I went to nail school. My mom paid for it, and then I finished nail school. Then I found out about a program where I could go to beauty school on a scholarship, and it was through the Baltimore Urban League. So this was 97. Yeah, 97. So I applied to the scholarship program. It was a grant, and it was for people who were either on welfare or lived in public housing, and I was both at that time. I was on welfare, received food stamps, and I lived in public housing. So I received the money to go to hair school. That's when everything just got better. I went to Dudley Beauty School, which at that time they had a location in Baltimore, and I actually found myself. I found out that I absolutely love this career and I want to do it for the rest of my life. So I went to Dudley's. I competed in hair competitions. I had the best instructors. Mr. Dudley would come through and talk to us and motivate us. And I can honestly say, if it wasn't for Mr. Dudley and his family and how involved they were at our beauty school, I don't think I would have the success to this level that I have. Because I probably would have never even gotten to state board, because a lot of people go to hair school, they don't even finish state board because they lack motivation because they went to a bad school. So they made sure I took my state board. They send your test application off before you even leave the building. So that way they call you, hey, your test is on Monday, you have your bag packed. Why don't you stop by on Friday so we can make sure your bag is packed, your state board bag, everything is in it. They do mock exams. So yes, I can say that Dudley made a difference. After graduating from hair school, I said, I don't know if I can be a hairstylist the rest of my life, but I still always want a backup plan. So I went to college. I started Morgan State University, and I went there to get a bachelor's degree. I received my bachelor's degree in Family and Consumer Sciences. I graduated from college in 3 years, by the way, and it was a great experience at Morgan. Just to let you know, while at Morgan, I continued to raise my son. I received a lot of awards while I was in college. I also joined a sorority. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I became a member the fall of 1999. And then I also was very active on campus. I was the president of the Family Consumer Science class, and I was a member of the Baltimore Zeta Step Team. It was Zetas from different parts of Baltimore and different parts of Maryland. So after graduating, yes, I continued to do hair, but not only did I continue to do hair, I decided I'm going to teach school. I have this degree, I'm going to use it. So over the last, since 2002, I have been teaching school as a family consumer science teacher. I moved to Atlanta and I did hair there for a while. I did hair in Virginia Beach. I did hair a lot of places. During my time in Virginia Beach, I met a really good mentor. Her name was Aaliyah. She owned New York Style. She taught me a lot about marketing. From marketing, the way that she taught me, I have to use that as an example for my success now as a business owner. There's no way that I could still have my doors open if I didn't learn what I learned from her. So through my journey, I learned something from everyone. I do suggest that when you meet successful people, you take note, you learn, and don't hate, just learn. So, and there's a reason for why they're successful, because they don't play, So moving on from that, I used those marketing skills in Atlanta. Atlanta was a tough market. I went through a bad marriage. I don't even want to get into that. It was very bad in Atlanta. I had to get away. Very abusive. So I moved back to Baltimore where my family was. After being in Baltimore and doing hair there for a few years and teaching, I decided I wanted more. I opened my own salon. After opening my own salon, I think it was 2009 or 10, I opened my own salon. It was amazing. So I said, hey, I want more. I want a hair care line. I started a hair care line with my own hair products. It didn't go well financially. I used all my savings. I was really broke again after saving all of that money. I was broke. I have to be honest. It was a bad investment. I think it could have been a better investment if had I marketed in a different way. I should have focused with more online marketing instead of face-to-face doing a lot of hair shows, because that got expensive. So, make a long story short, I went back to work. After quitting my teaching job, I said, hey, I need to go back. I went back to teach. And here I am. I'm teaching right now. I'm doing hair full-time. And I'm teaching full-time. And I'm juggling both careers. It's not easy. A lot of people don't understand how I do it. But I do it because I know I'm working on a bigger project. My goal is to open my own beauty school and career school. Not just beauty, but I want to offer other trades as well, because I am a CTE teacher, which is Career Technology and Ed. So I have two things under my belt. I have a degree. I'm a certified teacher along with being a cosmetologist. Also, I have my instructor's license to teach cosmetology. So what I want to do is incorporate everything together into my business, and hopefully I can have the school open. Right now we're dealing with the situation with the coronavirus, so that put a pause on a lot of things, but I have faith that everything will get better. So if you have any goals or any dreams, right now is the time to reflect on it. Take your time and learn yourself and figure out what you want to do to be successful. But don't let anyone discourage you and tell you what you cannot do, because you can do it if you put your mind to it, if it's possible. Now, I can't say go be a supermodel if you're my height. I'm 4'11" and a half, or I can't be a musician because I can't sing or play an instrument. But anything that's possible, then put your mind to it. And sometimes you can't share your dreams with other people. But overall, this is how I got to where I am. I went through a lot of struggles, hardship. I had to snap back, and for those who have been following me know that I got robbed in front of my salon. They took my car, they took everything, and I had to snap back from that. One time before in the past, before I moved my salon to Frankfurt, I was on Bel Air Road. Someone broke in my shop, stole my TVs, and stole everything. So through the hard things, I still had to continue. Like, I had to have surgery to have the fibroid tumors removed. I was down for 6 weeks. For those of you who follow me, I had a bad injury. I was in a boot. While in that boot, I couldn't really walk. I was doing hair with my leg up on a chair. Like, I was struggling. People was like, how are you going to do work like that? And then my doctor said you shouldn't be standing. But anyway, I had a lot of obstacles, and through it all, I'm still standing. So I'm going to make it through what I'm going through now with this coronavirus situation. And for the future, definitely, I'm going to make sure that I follow my dreams and I want you to follow your dreams. Thank you.